Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Still dealing with some clouds out there with that scattered deck around 10,000 feet. We have seen a few lower clouds moving in around 5,000 feet, but overall seeing temperatures rise into the low 60s and things remaining breezy out there with a peak wind in the last hour of 35 miles per hour here on the main base. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we still have that area of low pressure as well as an upper level area of low pressure lingering over the Great Lakes and northeastern part of the country. That will continue to linger over the next couple of days, keeping some slightly breezy conditions as well as some chances of rain showers moving through the area until we see that area of low pressure start to depart off the coast as we get into the weekend. Take a look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding. We have mainly west southwesterly to west northwesterly winds in the lower levels around 40 to 50 knots. As we get in the upper levels, we're seeing a more westerly wind and above 50 knots with a peak wind around 70 knots at 25,000 feet. Seeing that freezing level at 5,100 feet today. If we look at the current visible satellite, we can see lots of clouds in the area, mainly north of the local areas, and we're right on the line of that cloud cover. Going south of here, we'll see clearing skies, and going north we'll see additional cloud cover, but overall seeing those temperatures climb into the upper 50s underneath the cloud cover, and then getting into the 60s where not as many clouds, and that west southwesterly breezy wind continuing over the region. If we look at the short-term high resolution models, see how things play out today as we go through the day, expecting to continue with conditions breezy and slightly below average temperatures, but as we get to the evening we'll have another chance of maybe seeing some isolated showers, possibly a lightning strike or two with one of those showers as it pushes through the area, mainly before midnight and after the 20 local time frame. The model here has backed off slightly on that, but still have that slight chance of seeing that move through. Again, mainly before midnight. And as we get past midnight, we'll see some clouds break up a little bit before we see those clouds build back in. And going into our day on Wednesday, we'll see the breeze pick back up, slightly breezy, but we'll see a better chance of some more widespread, better coverage of some scattered showers, as well as a chance of some embedded thunderstorms with those showers. Those will linger over the area for a good portion of the day. Tomorrow becoming more isolated to just a few chances of some lingering showers as we go into the evening and early morning hours of Thursday. Then we should see things start to dry out with a few breaks in the clouds as we go into the day on Thursday. If we zoom out and look at the longer term model, again expecting mainly dry conditions on Thursday, but do have a very slight chance of a isolated shower so in the area, some models indicating that more so just north of the Wallops area. So very slight chance. We're going to go with a dry forecast at the moment, and we'll see how that holds as we go through the next day. Otherwise, as we go into the day on Friday, once again we have a chance for some afternoon pop-up showers along coastal areas for the afternoon hours on Friday. So as we go into the weekend, we'll see that upper level low slowly start to depart off the coast. That will help things start to dry out for the weekend time frame, and then as we get towards the end of the weekend and into the beginning of next week, things are remaining dry, and we'll see a return to more seasonable average temperatures for the forecast. And then going into next week, it looks like we'll see possibly a chance of some showers in the area Tuesday, and then a better chance of a more stronger and organized system as we get later into the week, but we'll see how that holds together as we get closer to that time frame. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, the main risk as we go through the day today will be those winds at or above 25 knots. Again, we are currently in a wind advisory and expecting to remain in that wind advisory for the working hours today, and we'll see those winds start to lighten up a bit as we go through the overnight hours. We'll see temperatures climbing into and around the mid-50s, topping off around 65, or excuse me, not mid-50s, but around 65 degrees this afternoon, and we'll see that west-southwesterly wind 10 to 15 knots, gusting up to around 30 knots at its peak. And then going into the evening hours, we'll see things cool down, mainly after the precip chances as we get just before the midnight time frame, with again a slight chance of seeing an embedded thunderstorm with that precip chance. So we do have the yellow risk for precip and lightning. And as we get past the midnight time frame, we'll see some breaks in the clouds that allow things to cool down a little bit, down to around 46 degrees for our low. And we'll see those lighter winds out of the west-northwest briefly, and then we'll see a more west-southwesterly wind to start the day once again on Wednesday, a little bit more on the gusty side. Right now, tides are running about a half a foot above normal. If we look at the next couple of days, Wednesday, looking mostly cloudy to overcast. Again, we had that good chance of scattered light rain showers in the area, as well as some thunderstorms embedded within that. So we had an orange chance for precip, yellow risk for lightning. We'll see a slightly breezy day, but we have dropped the yellow risk down to a green risk for those winds that are above 25 knots. It looks like we'll stay just below that threshold with the latest guidance. But otherwise, we'll see a much cooler day with a high around 58 degrees, so that's well below the average high for this time of year. And as we go into the evening hours, we'll see mostly cloudy conditions. Could see some partly cloudy conditions at times, but we'll have that slight chance of isolated light rain or sprinkles, mainly earlier, but possibly lingering through the night. But otherwise, remaining slightly breezy and once again cool with a low around 45 degrees, and we'll see that yellow chance for precip for that time frame. And as we go into Thursday, mostly cloudy, partly cloudy day. Again, we'll keep that very slight chance of a light rain shower in the area, looking to be more on the dry side throughout much of the day. So we're remaining green for our weather risk for our Thursday, but another slightly breezy and cool day with a high around 61. If we look at the extended forecast as we go into Friday, we have a slightly better chance of seeing some precip once again, looking at about a 40% chance at the moment. I'm seeing some flip-flop on a few of the models with that, so we'll see how that holds together as we go into the day, get closer to that day on Friday. But overall, partly to mostly cloudy day with a high around 64. Going into the weekend, we'll see things dry out with a mix of sun and clouds for the weekend. We'll see temperatures start to rebound back to average temperatures, lows in the upper 40s, lower 50s, and then as we get towards the end of the weekend, we'll see those highs back around 70 to 72 degrees for Sunday and Monday. And again, just mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions mixing for Sunday and into Monday. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.